And hey everyone, welcome back to Broken Britain. Things are really heating up on the left right now, and wow, it's getting intense. This is something I've been warning about for ages on this channel. Talking about the Prime Minister, his motives, his real agenda, and who he truly reminds people of. Many folks on the right saw this coming long before the election, but now the whole country's starting to wake up. People are realising just how bad Keir Starmer actually is, his weak policies, his dodgy decisions, and the way he carries himself as a leader. It's not looking good, and now there's real tension bubbling up inside the Labour Party itself. Drama is breaking out, and it's only getting worse. So, I figured we'd dig into this chaos and keep you all updated on what's really going down with this internal revolt. And while we're at it, there's something else I've been hearing. Talk about new facial recognition tech that's supposed to roll out across the UK soon. That's wild. Imagine how that could change everything. Privacy, policing, daily life, all of it. We've got a lot to break down in today's video, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe, because you're not going to want to miss what's coming next. So check this out. Labour MPs are in full revolt after Andy Burnham got blocked, and it's turning into pure political chaos. The Prime Minister's call on this one is being called a total gift for Reform UK. People are furious. Around 50 Labour MPs have already signed a letter slamming the move to stop Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham from running in the upcoming Gorton and Denton by-election. And they're not holding back. That letter, sent straight to Keir Starmer, accuses him of making a massive mistake. It says the decision hands Reform UK an easy win and insists there was no legitimate reason to block Burnham at all. They've even demanded that Labour's National Executive Committee, better known as the NEC, go back and rethink the whole thing. This is serious heat within the party right now. But Starmer isn't backing down. He's defending his call, saying that Labour's time, money and manpower need to be focused on the main elections, not on side contests they don't need. He doubled down yesterday, saying that was the NEC's reasoning, and that's that. But here's where things get real shady. People haven't forgotten that back in 2020, Starmer himself went against the NEC when it didn't suit him. Now suddenly, he's acting like their word is final, like it's gospel. The twist? The NEC is stacked with Starmer loyalists, which makes the whole situation look even more suspicious. The cracks inside Labour are showing, and it's not a good look at all. Of course, they were never going to let this decision slide through quietly. Sure, it's just 50 MPs who've signed the letter, but that's no small number. It's enough to shake things up. Most of them have already had issues with Keir Starmer for a while, but now they're starting to really wake up to what this man's all about. People are calling out his shady tactics and questioning what he actually stands for, because his so-called values are looking more and more controlling every day. We've been seeing this pattern for a long time. It's been right there in plain sight. Starmer acts like he's got no real opinion on anything, just sliding around every issue and switching positions whenever it suits him. It's like he's made of political Teflon. Nothing sticks, and he always finds a way to dodge accountability. But this time, it's different. He's clearly desperate to hold on to power, and he's ready to do whatever it takes to protect his spot. It's giving off serious vibes of a party boss who'll block anyone who threatens his leadership. Anyone showing ambition inside Labour suddenly finds the door slammed in their face. That's not democracy, that's control. And what's wild is, people on the left are finally starting to see it for what it is. Especially after all his earlier moves, his talk about digital IDs, his tight grip on information, and his obsession with keeping critics quiet. The mask is slipping and people are noticing. All this stuff's been brewing for a long time, and now it's finally blowing up. It's actually wild to see people on the left starting to open their eyes and realise what kind of leader Keir Starmer really is. The man runs things like it's his own personal system, Some even call it a communist-style setup, and honestly, it's not hard to see why people are saying that. Now get this, Labour's latest move takes it to a whole new level. They're reportedly pushing to roll out facial recognition technology across the entire United Kingdom.
Others are fighting crime in a digital age with analogue methods. We will ensure that every force is adopting the latest technology led out of the new National Police Service. And this will include the largest ever rollout of live facial recognition technologies across England and Wales. We know this approach works. In London, in just 2 years, the Metropolitan Police have made 1,700 arrests, taking robbers, domestic abusers and rapists off our streets. When the future arrives, there are always doubters. 100 years ago, fingerprinting was decried as curtailing our civil liberties, but today we could not imagine policing without it. I have no doubt the same will prove true of facial recognition technology in the years to come. At the same time, we will launch Police.ai, investing a record £115 million in AI and automation to make policing more effective and efficient, stripping admin away to ensure officer time can be devoted to the human factor that only a police officer can provide.
Yep, that's right. Real-time surveillance, tracking faces in public, watching who's where and when. That's next-level control right there. It's raising serious questions about privacy, freedom, and just how far this government's willing to go to keep tabs on everyone. So yeah, facial recognition tech is quickly becoming part of this new reality we're stepping into. It's not science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. Of course, people are already pushing back hard, raising major privacy and fairness concerns. But there's one big question that hardly anyone seems to be asking, and it's a valid one. How will this tech handle situations where someone's face isn't visible? Think about it. Millions of people will have their faces scanned and tracked automatically. But what about those who cover their faces for personal, cultural, or religious reasons? How's that going to work when the system depends on being able to see your face to identify you? That's a real issue that can't just be brushed aside. For years, debates around face coverings and public security have sparked major arguments in the UK, and this technology is throwing fuel on that fire again. If facial recognition becomes the norm, it's going to create new grey areas, and the government will have to explain how they plan to treat everyone fairly under the same system. It's fascinating and worrying to see how the rules might bend depending on who's involved. The way they spin it will likely fit their own agenda as always. But still, the public's not stupid. They're already questioning how consistent or fair this rollout will really be. With the same backlash that we saw during the digital ID debate, it's clear this tech is about to face some serious resistance. Honestly, it feels like nobody, not the left, not the right, really wants facial recognition to take over. It's got this creepy, dystopian vibe to it, like something straight out of 1984. The thought of being watched everywhere you go, every street, every shop, every moment, it's just unsettling. It really does start to feel like Big Brother's got his eyes on you all the time, and that's not the kind of future most people signed up for. Sure, we're moving deeper into the digital age, but there's got to be a line somewhere. This kind of tech messes with basic civil liberties. It chips away at privacy until there's almost none left. The idea of cameras quietly scanning every face, logging every move, feels more like control than progress. And honestly, I can't see how that's something the UK should be proud to adopt. Labour keeps saying it's all about modernising and keeping up with digital change, but maybe they're focusing on the wrong priorities. Before diving into advanced surveillance systems, how about sorting out the basics first? Rupert Lowe pointed out something wild. Not everything in the Home Office is even digital yet. They're still doing piles of paperwork by hand when it comes to migrant files and foreign offender records. That's insane in 2026. Maybe fix that before turning the whole country into a giant experiment in surveillance. It's like they're rushing toward the 2030s when the system they've got is still stuck in the 2010s. Look, using AI to help out with policing, especially for admin work and data sorting. Yeah, that makes sense. Tech like that can actually help clean up messy systems and speed up the boring stuff that takes forever. But spying on regular people with facial recognition? Nah, that's crossing a serious line. It's one thing to use AI to make things more efficient, but it's another to use it to keep everyone under constant watch. That's just not the kind of future most people want to live in. And it's wild, because even people on both the left and the right agree on this for once. They're not having it. Nobody wants to feel like they're being tracked 24/7 by invisible cameras. It's getting way too close to something out of a surveillance movie, and the public's not blind to it anymore. At the same time, Labour's civil war keeps getting messier by the day. The cracks are showing, and people are finally waking up to what Keir Starmer's really about. It's only a matter of time before things blow up completely, because right now, the only people backing him are his own tight circle inside the NEC, and that support looks thinner every week. But hey, I want to know what you think about all this. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Share this video if you're fired up about what's happening. See you in the next one. Take care and stay sharp.